Everyone, my name is Malia Kihei and my presentation is on the globalization of beauty. So what does it mean to be beautiful? The first thing about beauty is that it is subjective. There is no one mold or one idea of what it means to be beautiful. And by being subjective, it becomes cultural because different cultures have different beauty norms and believe that different things are beautiful. So the main point of this PowerPoint is that Western ideals are replacing traditional perspectives of beauty. The Western idea of beauty is becoming dominant, and it's dominating other cultures and perpetuating our type of beauty onto indigenous peoples all over the world. I want to look at this issue through 4 examples in 4 different places of the world, and that's Fiji, Japan, China, and Africa. So throughout this presentation, I want to use 2 lenses or sociological perspectives to think about what this means. And the first is feminism, which is an approach to issues of equality and equity based on gender, gender expression, gender identity, sex, and sexuality. The second is conflict theory. This theory states that conflicts breed in society when a powerful minority rules against the interest of a less powerful majority. The first example is Fiji. Fiji is an island in the Pacific that was completely isolated. A lot of the reason was due to its location. And so it wasn't really exposed. The people there weren't exposed to American media up until the 1980s. And then it became very popular and very widespread. One of the shows that gained a lot of popularity there was Beverly Hills 90210, which starred rich, young, Caucasian, thin teens in a high school and was basically about all their drama there. From watching these kinds of shows, one of the adolescent women there said, "I want to become those women, that they are very slim and tall, that I'm losing my weight, that I'm trying to be like them." Advertisements also affected the body image that young women had of themselves there. Exercising equipment was one of the things that were always on the ads in between the shows, and a lot of young women felt the pressure to go out and buy the exercising equipment that was advertised on these American shows. So it led to an increase in negative self-image for young women there. It led to a lot of dieting and a lot of exercise equipment purchases and use. I want to look at is Japan. And Japan was affected by American media in a much different way. In 1950, when Walt Disney came out with Cinderella, it captivated audiences around the world. But in Japan, it had a distinct impact that was kind of half of the Asian population is born with a single eyelid, which you can see in the very top picture. The blepharoplasty procedure causes a single eyelid to turn into a double eyelid. It's plastic surgery. It's not done for any other reason than cosmetic enhancement. It doesn't help their eyesight at all. It's something that's just for looks. So the demand for this procedure is rising in China at an alarming 10% per year. And in other industrialized Asian countries, there's similar trends like Taiwan, even Japan, and Korea. This procedure is becoming very popular. It's advertised as an improvement for droopy, sleepy, and puffy eyes, and it erases part of their ethnic identity. The last place I wanted to look at was Africa, where skin lightening is now being marketed. And a lot of the reason for the desire for lightened skin is because of American media. It's not new. It actually has colonial ties. When imperialistic countries began taking over Africa, light-skinned African Americans were promoted over darker-skinned African Americans, and they were trusted with more responsibility. So it has deep, insecure ties. Light skin is considered aesthetic capital even to this day. American media has been made skin lightening products more popular than ever. And in Ghana, it's reported that over 30% of people, primarily women, use skin bleaching creams on a regular basis. In Zambia, it's up to 60% of women ages 30 to 39. So, what are the implications? A narrow standard of beauty is becoming widely accepted through powerful messages in the media at the expense of women around the world. These expenses are financial, emotional, and sometimes even cost women their health. So, what can be done? The first thing that needs to happen is a more diverse message. There needs to be more people portrayed in the media and more positive images with women of all different colors and shapes and sizes to influence other people that they can be beautiful in their own way. The next thing is that awareness to the health problems that some of these trends are causing, such as restrictive eating that turns into anorexia or bulimia. Skin bleaching is horrible for your skin and is actually causing long-term problems for a lot of women. The last thing that needs to be done is celebrating our differences. The ways that we are different make us special and unique. We don't need to conform to one type of body or look. So, using the two lenses, the first is feminism. Women become subjected to messages from the media. These messages unfairly tell them that their appearance is important and needs to fit a certain mold, pressuring them to use unhealthy means to achieve a certain ideal. The second was conflict theory, and this applies to conflict theory because Western supremacy also translates into the beauty market. As the most powerful nation in the world, American media uses messages to make women of various ethnic backgrounds feel inferior. Those are my references. Thanks for watching.